beginning at the rear of the field is Not Left Yet, and Norton Brook is the first one to begin. Goes on in the early stages from L'Aventure over on the far side with the white cap. Up there too in the early stages, Baron Windrush as they come to the first turn. Homer Wells is not that far behind them. Miko de Beauchene is further back in the field, and they're followed next by Baron Windrush, who's right up there as well. Then taking up a prominent position on the inside, Sir Rembrant, followed next in the field by Preacher Boy and Geeveem. Gungadu is right there, positioned on the inside rail, as all the time they're climbing uphill now towards the back on the first occasion. Juveneur settling towards the rear of the field in company there with Cornish Set, as the leader now comes to the first of 22. Sailing over it there in the lead was Norton Brook, lands over it from L'Aventure. 2 or 3 lengths away then in third is Preacher Boy, the outside, as they come to the first open ditch. Right there in the centre, Homer Wells, followed by Geeveem in that check jacket, followed then by Miko de Beauchene as they sail over the third. Halcon, Genelardais, last year's winner, is handy enough, so too is Gungadu. They're followed next in the field by Dom d'Orgeval as they come now to the fourth fence in this Coral Welsh National. Fair Question is out very deep on the track, followed further back in the field then by Not Left Yet, has made a couple of places on the inside. Heading now to the fifth, and it's Norton Brook who led over it by 2 or 3 lengths. To in second place there, L'Aventure, followed in third by Preacher Boy, and then Geeveem from Miko de Beauchene. They head over the sixth. Further back, Halcon, Genelardais from Gungadu, and Sir Rembrant the inside. Fair Question is deep off the track, followed further back in the field by Dom d'Orgeval. And then out deeper is Over the Creek in the red cap. Back in the field is Idle Talk, followed as they leave the back by Juveneur, who's well back in the field. Not Left Yet is giving them a long start, but Norton Brook is the leader as they sweep around this turn towards home by 2 or 3 lengths. To in second place, the white cap of L'Aventure. Up in third on the outer as they come to the turn is Preacher Boy, followed then by Geeveem and Miko de Beauchene. Further back then on the outside, Halcon, Genelardais, followed by Gungadu, and then Idle Talk, the green cap, moving up on the inside as they come to the seventh, the first one in the home straight. Homer Wells has lost a couple of places. Dom d'Orgeval is back there in the centre of the field. So too Juveneur, followed then by Dream Alliance, is going the shortest way as they go over the open ditch there. Dream Alliance not that fluent at all. They're followed by Cornish Set is back in the field, and Not Left Yet is the trailer as they head up now to the ninth. And it's Norton Brook who led over it by 2 or 3 lengths. To Halcon, Genelardais, last year's winner, who goes second, followed then by Preacher Boy. Then on the inside, the white cap of L'Aventure, an extravagant leap by the leader. Gungadu jumped that particularly well and is travelling well. Followed then by Miko de Beauchene, and further back is Sir Rembrant as they come to the 11th, the halfway point in the Coral Welsh National. Norton Brook is the leader by 6 lengths or so as they go to the judge. From in second place, Halcon, Genelardais, as I look down the track. Baron Windrush has been pulled up, but at this stage, Norman, which one would you like to be on?
Yeah, it's a difficult, Jim, to get away from the favourite Gungadu. He's jumping, travelling. He just seems to be absolutely loving it and loving the ground. And Halcon, Genelardais is down the inside. He's travelling well. Not Left Yet and Dream Alliance are the two. Not Left Yet is just coming back on the bridle, but Dream Alliance is just ahead of him, and he's struggled with his jumping, and you could just see Richard Johnson just giving him a smack on the shoulder as well. But Juveneur, he's also taking his time, but Ruby Walsh, I'd say, is in the perfect position.
As they start to race up the back now, and one that has parted company with his rider is Not Left Yet as they went down to that stable bend, and Timmy Murphy is now up on his feet and walking away, rather disgusted, as they go into the back now. They've got 11 fences left to jump. And it's Norton Brook out in front by a couple of lengths. To Halcon, Genelardais. Then on the outside going third is Preacher Boy, followed further back by Gungadu. Then on the inside of runners is L'Aventure. Third open ditch, and Norton Brooks sailed over that. Nicely clear here. From Idle Talk, who has come to grief at the rear of the field. But Norton Brook it is, and Dream Alliance is not jumping well. So you leave the back now. Going to the 15th. Norton Brook out in front here by 3 or 4 lengths. So in second placing, Halcon Genelardais. And out deeper on the track is Preacher Boy, as all the time they're heading towards this last one down the back. Fair Question and Dream Alliance have both been pulled up at the rear of the field. But it's Norton Brook by 3 or 4 lengths. So in second place, Halcon Genelardais. Gungadu travelling particularly well in third now, followed by Miko de Beauchene, and further back is Geeveem. Followed behind them the red cap of Over the Creek. Out deeper then is Preacher Boy, followed by Cornish Set, as they prepare now to leave the back and start this long run towards home. And Halcon Genelardais under top weight, running a great race here on the inside, but it's Norton Brook who leads them towards home. Norton Brook in front, running a great race from Halcon Genelardais. Biding his time in third is Ruby Welsh on Gungadu, followed further back by Miko de Beauchene and Geeveem around the outside. A long gap in the field then to Over the Creek, then Cornish Set, Preacher Boy. Further back in the field then Juveneur and L'Aventure. 5 left to jump now in the Coral Welsh National, and anybody's race here. As in the centre, it's Gungadu, who now ranges up to grab a narrow lead. In fact, fighting it out with Halcon Genelardais and Miko de Beauchene. 3 in line over that. 3 or 4 lengths in advance now of giving chase. Geeveem is under pressure. A gap then to Norton Brook, but running up now with 3 fences left to jump in the Coral Welsh National. Halcon Genelardais on the far side, bidding for back-to-back wins. Miko de Beauchene is the challenger. 4 or 5 lengths in advance now of Gungadu, who hasn't picked up. Coming to the second last in the Welsh National. A mighty leap by Halcon Genelardais. He's landed over at 2 or 3 lengths in front. From in second now, Miko de Beauchene, as they come up towards the last of the 22 fences. Halcon Genelardais ploughed through it. He's still battling on. Miko de Beauchene is trying to raise an effort now. Halcon Genelardais under his big weight. He's a half length in front. Now Miko de Beauchene coming at him with every stride. Miko de Beauchene grabs the lead. Miko de Beauchene has got up to win the Welsh National from Halcon Genelardais. In third then Over the Creek, Norton Brook in fourth, followed further back then by Geeveem. They're followed further back by Gungadu. Back there is Sir Rembrant. Behind them is L'Aventure, Cornish Set, and a Juveneur. Idle Talk is a riderless horse there. Let's have a look at them. Miko de Beauchene winning it for the Robert Alner stable, and Andrew Thornton on the near side. Let's have a look at them in the concluding stages. And Halcon Genelardais on the far side. Near side is Miko de Beauchene, cutting him down with every stride. They race up towards the line here. Far side, Halcon Genelardais under 11 stone 12, Christian Williams. Near side, Miko de Beauchene, Andrew Thornton coming back at him with every stride. As they come towards the line now, Miko de Beauchene has got up and he's won it right on the line here by the best part of a head. Miko de Beauchene.